Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. We're looking at gold today, or the metal markets, because we've seen a bit of a pickup in sentiment in the last couple of trading sessions, and this hasn't really been due to the conflict in Russia at the moment. It's more or less just due to trading sentiment. And have we found a bit of support roughly around the 1915 to 1920 area as we pick up the pace back up to 1930 in the last couple of hours? Well, we have to wait and see if gold as a safe haven is really going to come into play. We've got PCE data at the end of the week to see how much more consumers are paying for goods and services. It is supposedly up by a tenth of a percent month on month, but we are looking to see if that's going to pick up any further as inflation really starts worrying a lot of the main economists for the rest of the year. Fed Chair Jerome Powell did say that there will be definitely another rate hike by the end of this year. It doesn't mean that there won't be more in the way. And will there be 25 basis points at a time, or will it jump to 50 basis points like the Bank of England did recently as well? So lots to take in, lots to digest, but let's get straight into the charts and see what's happening in the gold market at the moment. Well, on the daily chart, as I said, it has picked up slightly. You know, these three bullish candles in the last three sessions, obviously kicking off today as well with a nice bullish sentiment. Trading just below 1930 at the moment. Will we have another pickup and advance beyond that? We'll have to wait and see, but it is all eyes on the Fed, on PCE, on inflation, not so much in the wake of the Russian conflict getting a little bit out of hand in the last few trading days as well. So this hasn't really affected the gold market like we saw a year ago when the Russia-Ukraine conflict did begin. We saw gold jump quite dramatically, but since then we've had this spike on the markets that we saw with the US banking crisis and the Fed rate hike as well. A bit of a double whammy in that particular area, but since then we've had over $100 move to the downside. So we are expecting possibly this could be just a slight correction in the market before we see another leg lower, possibly towards 1900. But if we look on the 4-hour chart, we are seeing now, as you can see, a nice bearish channel being formed, and this just looks like that we will most probably keep on in this channel for a little bit more time after that. Sorry about that, obviously that's out of the channel, but we will possibly be seeing another move to the downside if we see this as a slight correction. But again, we'll have to wait and see. PCE data coming in on Friday, which could be a big shake up in the market as well. We look on silver. What's more interestingly to have a look at on silver is we had this big depreciation at the back end of last week, but since then, like gold, we've had these three bullish candlesticks on the daily chart really picking up the pace, and we're seeing now that the metal market is favorable for bulls. However, this could be just a slight correction, because as you can see here, the nature of this kind of zigzag is that we will see another leg lower. So multi-month lows that we've reached for gold. Will this happen for silver as well? Well, the last time we saw this particular low was at the same time as gold, which was in March, before we saw this pickup in price action as well. But since then, we've had quite a firm double top with silver before price action started falling lower. So for a lot of economists and analysts alike, we're seeing that possibly this particular area might get hit again, roughly towards a $20 mark. Trading just below $23, so not really too much in the way of that happening by the end of the week. But again, we'll see how the rest of the week plays out as well. On the 4-hour chart, what we're looking at firmly here is this depreciation that we saw, a couple of dollars falling off in just one trading session, which was a little bit worrying. However, we've seen now a pickup in the market, and we could maybe get back to that $24 area by the end of this week. However, with a lot of risk aversion with the Russia conflict just getting a little bit out of hand, this could affect a lot of price action as well. So just keep an eye on the fundamental headlines coming in this week, because it could actually shake up the market quite significantly. So as I said, PC data, the big event on Friday, and then we'll see what is in store for the week after as well with the NFP figures coming up. So that's all from today's video. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great trend day ahead, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.